All right, thanks, guys. The Cavaliers of Virginia take on Virginia Tech. That's going to be a 7 o'clock tip-off at Virginia Tech. Now, the Cavaliers are 22-2 straight up overall for the year, 8-1 against the number in their last 9 away from home. Virginia ranks first in college basketball in points allowed. They also rank second in defensive field goal percentage, so virtually just unpenetrable when it comes to this Virginia defense. Now, the Hokies on the other side, they failed to cover in their last 4 straight, 0-4 ATS in their last 4 against the number. They also rank 242nd in the nation in offensive rebounding, just cannot pull down those boards. So with all that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and lean Virginia Cavaliers getting the job done in this one. Probably see maybe not a whole lot of points in this one. I'm thinking total points at about 129, 130. But anyway, give me Virginia getting the job done in that matchup there. All right, next game, it is going to be Illinois at Wisconsin. And before I go on, I just want to remind you that it is Sunday right now at the time of me recording this video. So there are no lines currently for these games, but I got a ton of meetings tomorrow in my actual real life, so I won't have time on Monday morning to get to these games. So I figure, got time now, let's go ahead and get through them. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and move on. Beginning with Illinois at Wisconsin, our next game. That's going to be an 8 o'clock tip-off at Wisconsin. Now, the Fighting Illini of Illinois, they're just 10-15 straight up overall, 11-14 against the number in that same category. Illinois ranks 227th in offensive rebounding, 205th in defensive rebounding, and 237th in defensive field goal percentage. Meanwhile, Wisconsin, on the other side, completely different story. They've been pretty good in a lot of different categories. They actually rank 9th in points allowed, just a very stingy defense there. They also rank 4th in home three-point shooting, so able to efficiently shoot that 3-ball on their home court. Now, Wisconsin's also 17-8 straight up overall for the year, 10-3 straight up at home. And they have successfully covered the number in 6 out of their last 8. I think this is going to be a blowout here. I like Wisconsin by at least 10. Give me the Badgers getting the job done in this one. We're probably looking at about a double-digit victory for the Badgers. I'm liking total points of around 140 scored in this one. All right, next game. TCU at Oklahoma State, 9 o'clock tip-off at Oklahoma State. The Cowboys have failed to cover in 4 out of their last 5. They're also just 2-7 ATS in their last 9. Oklahoma State ranks 259th in home scoring, 255th in home defensive field goal percentage, and 214th in defending the 3-ball at home as well. So you figure home field advantage for this team, home court advantage, no, non-existent. The home court advantage, non-existent for these guys, as some of their worst rankings occur on their home court. Now, TCU, they're 17-8 straight up overall for the year. They rank 23rd in defending the 3-ball. So I think this is a pretty good spot for TCU bettors. I think TCU will get the job done in this one. I also like a total points of around 140 in that matchup there. So depending on what the total opens at, I think we're going to see a total combined score of 140 total points in this matchup here. Give me TCU getting the job done in that matchup there. All right, next and final game for our college slate. It is going to be Kansas State at West Virginia, 9 o'clock tip-off at West Virginia. Now, the Mountaineers failed to cover in their last 3 straight. They're also just 2-8 against the number in their last 10. West Virginia ranks 246th in defensive field goal percentage and 220th in home points allowed. So defensively, just absolutely atrocious for the Mountaineers, giving up a ton of points. Now, Kansas State, they rank 4th in points allowed on their side of things. Defensively, very sound. They're 8-2 straight up in their last 10. So with all that in mind, I like K-State getting the job done in this one. Might see a few more points than expected. I'm thinking we're going to see about 148 total combined points in this matchup here. But give me K-State getting the job done in that matchup there. All right, let's go ahead and slide into some NHL action. We're going to cover a couple games here. Actually, 1, 2, 3. We're going to cover 4 games in the NHL for Monday night's action. So let's go ahead and begin with Arizona at Calgary, 4 o'clock puck drop in Calgary. I believe tomorrow is President's Day, so that's why we have that early start there. But anyway, Calgary's minus 230, total 6.5. Arizona's plus 180 on the money line. Calgary plus 110 on the puck line. We have Kemper projected in net for Arizona. Riddick projected in net for the Flames. Calgary's winning 66% of their games as the official Vegas favorite. They're also winning 70% of their games as the official home favorite. The Flames rank second in home scoring at 4.22 goals per contest. Now, Arizona on their side of things, completely different story. They rank 28th in scoring at just 2.6 goals per game, really not being able to put the puck into the net this year. And when it comes to the total, Calgary, 77% to the over in their games at home this season. So with all that said and done, this is a prime example for a very chalky, public, square play. Give me the Flames minus 1.5, getting the job done on the puck line, and the over 6.5 goals in that matchup there. All right, next game, Tampa Bay Lightning at the Columbus Blue Jackets, 7:30 puck drop in Ohio. The Tampa Bay Lightning are minus 135, total 6.5. Columbus is plus 105 for some money line cash at home. Tampa Bay's plus 185, laying the goal and a half. We have Vasilevsky projected in net for Tampa Bay. Bobrovsky projected in net for Columbus. Tampa Bay is winning 75% of their games as the official Vegas favorite. Even better, they're winning 79% of their games, taking on teams allowing more than 2.9 goals per contest. The Lightning rank first in the NHL in goals per game at 3.93 goals per contest. 3.93 goals per contest for Tampa Bay. Now, Columbus on their side of things, they rank 22nd in home goals allowed at 3.1. So home ice advantage really not a factor there, as opposing visiting teams just really able to put that puck in the net frequently against Columbus. Now, total-wise, both teams are just 44% to the over when their respective goalies make the start. So Tampa Bay is just 44% to the over when Vasilevsky makes the start, and Columbus is just 44% to the over when Sergei Bobrovsky makes the start. So although the stats say this is a prime recipe for a lot of goals, I think it's going to tend to stay under. Give me Tampa Bay minus 135, getting the job done on the money line in the under 6.5 goals in that matchup there. All right, next game, Vegas Golden Knights at the Colorado Rockies. No, I'm just kidding. Colorado Avalanche, 9 o'clock puck drop in the Mile High City. The Golden Knights are minus 110, totals 5.5. Colorado's minus 110 on the money line. This is pretty much a coin flip game. Meanwhile, the Golden Knights are plus 245 for some puck line cash. We have Fleury in net for Vegas, Varlamov in net for Colorado. Vegas Golden Knights are 14-7 straight up, taking on teams under 450. They're also winning 67% of their games as the official road favorite. Vegas ranks 7th in goals allowed at just 2.8 per contest. They are 3-0-1 in their last 4, taking on Colorado if you're into historical trends as well. Now, the Avalanche, on their side of things, very bad at home this year. Just 37% of their games they're winning at home. They're also winning just 25% of their games as the official home underdog. When it's all said and done, Colorado's winning just 23% of their games, taking on teams allowing 2.6 to 2.9 goals per contest. Now, when it comes to the scoring, Vegas is 13-7-1 to the over, taking on teams under 450. Give me the Golden Knights minus 110 and pretty much a coin flip situation in the over. 5.5 goals in that matchup there. All right, next and final game for the show, it is going to be Bruins at the Sharks, 10 o'clock puck drop in San Jose. The Sharks are minus 160, totals 5.5. Boston's plus 130 on the money line. San Jose plus 165 on the puck line. We have Tuukka Rask projected in net for Boston. Martin Jones projected in net for San Jose. Now the Sharks are 19-9 straight up at home this season. 18-9 straight up as the official home favorite. San Jose ranks 3rd in the NHL in offensive scoring. They also rank 7th in home defensive goals allowed. So very good at home and very good when it comes to putting the puck in the net for San Jose. Now, Boston, on their side of things, they've been pretty good this year, but they struggle in a couple categories, including their games at the current market price. They're winning just 33% of their games that tipped off at the current money line odds. They're also winning just 35% of their games as the official